WOKB, Winter Garden, Orlando.
Good afternoon, family, and welcome to The Story with Queenie on your Urban Empowerment and Inspiration Station, Gospel 1680. I pray that you all had a great weekend. Lord knows I did. I have been in meetings basically round the clock to the point I had no voice yesterday. I had to lead praise and worship at my church, Kirk Franklin style. Yesterday, I was talking my way, praising my way through a song on yesterday. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I love Kurt, but he can talk his way through a song, can't he? But I understand him now because I couldn't sing yesterday. And as you can hear, still a little roughness in the voice. I'm still trying to work some things out. But nonetheless, I'm happy to be among the living. I'm thanking God for life, health, and strength, and all that he is doing. Every meeting was worth it. Everything that I'm going through right now is worth every loss of sleep, everything. So I'm really, really excited. And in the few weeks coming up, in the next few months, I'll be able to share a lot more with you all. Because family, you'll be the first to know. At any rate, we're in the studio today. Live in studio with me is my girl, British Hill. She is a life coach. And we'll go into the depths of why a life coach is important. Why we all need one. You know, sometimes we get a little off track. We need somebody to help get us back on track, reassess, realign our life so we can achieve the goals that God really has for us. And sometimes, we get a little lost in life because, change is painful. It can be expensive, but believe me, it's worth it as long as God is getting the glory in all that you do. So we're going to talk about that today. Also today, we're going to feature some music by Harold B., the Jameses, and Queenie featuring Franklin Bubby Fan. Now remember, family, I told you, when I went to the Stellar Awards, I got some great independent finds. And one of those finds is going to be revealed today, which is the Jameses. So make sure you keep it locked right here on WOKB, Gospel 1680, your urban empowerment and inspiration station, so that you don't miss that. You're always, always, always welcome to be a part of the family. You can join us on Twitter. You can join us on Facebook. If you have my cell phone, you can text me. It's Queenie Sings on everything. So make sure you're online, in line, on phone, whatever you got to do. Stay connected with us, family. We got a lot of great things going on. Or you can always call into the station, ask your questions, share your comments, 407-894-1680. We'd like to thank our sponsors for today, Inspiration Music and Media Group. They do graphic design, artist development, event planning, and production, located at Village Square, 927 South Goldwyn Avenue, Suite 212, Orlando, Florida. Their phone number is 407-900-3144. Heart of Mercy Community Church, a Grace Medical Partner, 1531 Mercy Drive, Orlando, Florida. The pastor there is William Andrews. All dialed up salon and stores. Quality Entertainment. Get the 411 and C-Note Entertainment. Keep it locked for more of the story right here on Gospel 1680 as we go into our very first music break with Harold B.
For all you've done, I give my praise to you. I give my praise to you. For all you've done, for all you've done, I give my praise to you. Father, I give my praise to you. Help me say, for all you've done, for all you've done, Father, I give it. My praise, yeah. I give my praise to you. Oh, for unto thee, oh Lord, and I give my love to you. I give you my love, yeah. I give my love to you. For unto thee, hey, oh Lord, and not unto me. Oh, yeah. For all that you have done. So long as you always say, oh Lord, for you're all my all unto me, and I worship, yeah, for all that you have done. Oh, for all you've done, for all you've done. I give my all to you. I give my all to you. For all you've done. For all you've done. Have your way, yeah. I give my all to you. Take it, Lord. I surrender all to you. For unto thee, and not unto me, and I worship you for all that you have done. Lord, not unto me, sing it now. And I worship you, Jesus.
Will you worship him for all that he's done? Will you worship him in spirit and in truth for everything that he's done? I worship you right now, Lord, just for waking me up this morning, making sure that I got here to the studio safely, keeping me and my family clothed in our right mind. I can go on with my testimony, but I'm not, because we got to get to our in-studio guest today. But worship him for all he's done. Every chance that you get, just give reverence back to God. That was Harold B. in his CD called Resolution. He's out of New Jersey. One of my, friends. Right. I have a bunch of friends in the industry, and I like to showcase good gospel music, good independent gospel music. If anybody knows me, know anything about me, they know I love great independent gospel music. It's my heart's passion as an independent gospel artist too, and record label owner. That is my passion, to see and hear and make sure that I share great independent gospel music. But you're listening to The Story with Queenie on your urban empowerment and inspiration station, Gospel 1680. And in studio today, family, you guys have to join me in welcoming this beautiful, beautiful woman. Her name is British Hill. She is the National Sales Director for Compass. She is founder of MLMBlackWoman.com, and her husband together is the founder of No Limit Living LLC. Put your hands together, British Hill.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I wish you guys need to. Are we live on Ustream? Oh, we're not live on Ustream. Oh, what a shame. But you're missing. She's a beautiful, beautiful woman. Listen, just go to her website, britishhill.com, and you can see how beautiful she really, really is. And you'll see why I love her, the short haircut and all, you know. You know how we do.
We got that in common for sure. One of many things.
Absolutely. One of the main things.
Yes.
But I always enjoy talking to you.
Thank you.
Because you always have a lot of things going on like me.
Yes.
But yet our ministries are parallel to one another. And that's all about empowering people. Let's move full throttle ahead of how we can be better people. So I love that about you. But I want to first talk about who is British Hill, the person, the woman. Not the business owner, you know, and all those other things. Just who is British Hill?
Well, first of all, thank you so much, Queen. I absolutely love you. I am so grateful to God for bringing us together.
Oh, yeah.
I'm really grateful.
Yes.
And I love your personality. I love your spirit and what you all about and all that you bring to this universe, to this world. And so I couldn't go any further without saying that.
Oh, thank you.
British Hill, I tell you, I am many things.
I know.
One of which is absolutely right. A woman who is committed, dedicated to really making a difference in the lives of others. I mean, truly, there has been a journey to an awareness around that. I think that innately that is something that I've always done on some level or another, even starting as a young woman, and that is, wanting to just breathe life into and help others, walk in a happy space, just smile, get through it. So for a long time, I wasn't really intentional with it and conscious of it, but that's just sort of how I was showing up. So as I, went through my own journey and fires and ups and downs and realizations, it became very clean and clear to me that I had a story to tell and a responsibility to others to help them understand that you got to have a test in order to have a testimony. And the testimony is what really helps you make a difference in the lives of others. Your own testimony. So to answer that, sort of sum it all up, I am just a woman that's been through everything and ups and downs, and I am no different than the next woman. If there is a difference, it is because I am intentional every single day in wanting to help others realize their greatness. That's what I do, and that's what I love. That's my passion.
Amen.
Period.
And she's very passionate about it. I got a little goosebumps in here just listening to her talk about it. But you're also a wife. A mother.
Yes. That's right. I do. Thank you. I have a 23-year-old son.
She doesn't look like it.
Well, thank you. No, I have a 23-year-old son. His name is Julian. Julian lives in Chicago. Well, I'm born and raised Chicago, Illinois, living, of course, now here in Orlando. And so my son, as soon as he got out of high school, he went back to Chicago to go to school, and now he lives and works. Moved here as a single mom myself back in 1999. My son was 10. And I moved here for work at the time. And then over the course of the next, I think, 5 or 6 years, I met my husband, whom we will be celebrating 5 years together coming up in March. On March 10th, his name is Shelby Hill. And so together, we're sort of in this ministry of living the life that we truly believe God has led us to live, and then doing it now together. So under No Limit Living, Shelby and I, we do relationship coaching and life coaching, and we'll talk more about that. And so my work is done every single day through another amazing anointed union, and that is with a program called Compass. Which is all about personal development and coaching for women.
Absolutely. And it's a company that offers life coaches to consumers, as well as give people an opportunity to start their own business and become life coaches as well. So it's a business opportunity and a growth opportunity.
That's exactly correct. Oh, look at you, Miss Queen. You're doing your homework,
girl. Just a little bit.
I love it.
A little
True
bit.
Professional.
But I enjoyed as I explored Compass, because you guys cover many areas, and let's talk about one area first, and that is having life balance.
Yes.
Share with us why it's important for us to have life balance.
Okay, so life balance is the big bucket, know, and it's funny, you and I were talking a little bit we were off air a moment ago.
Yes.
And I'm just going to, because this is a perfect connection.
Absolutely.
And you were talking about sharing with me. I said, tell me what's going on. And you say, I'm doing this, doing that. My passion is radio. And of course, I have a singing. I said, I know you've been singing. Y'all know she sings like an angel. That was my first introduction to her, amongst many different gifts.
Right.
And I immediately went to make sure you're taking care of yourself.
That's right.
Put yourself on your to-do list.
That's right.
Make sure you're getting enough sleep.
Yes.
Eating the right foods.
Yes.
And I just went there in the midst of you saying all these awesome things you're doing, busy meeting after meeting after meeting, which is awesome.
Yes.
That's great.
That's right.
You're getting it done. That's part of your work and your ministry.
Right.
You got to stop and put yourself on your to-do list.
Yes.
And when I say put yourself on your to-do list, I'm talking about making sure that while you're taking care of everybody else and everything else, and you got that list of 10 or 20 or 15 things you need to do and you want to do.
75.
Thank you. Thank you. Where are you? Where is Queen?
That's right.
Getting enough sleep, enough the right foods.
Yes.
Exercise and whatever that may look like.
Yes.
Hey, going to get those nails done.
Yes. Having some me time. Because we don't schedule that in.
We don't.
We never put us on the to-do list. We just put everybody else. Kids, work, church, family, friends. Everything and everyone else, and we do all the time leave ourselves off. So I find myself sometimes at night, if I find that I'm working at 11 o'clock and I'm home, I just shut the computer.
I love
and I
that.
said, you know what? I'm going to bed.
Yes.
And I'll pick up at 8 a.m. tomorrow.
That's perfect.
Or I'll
it's gonna
pick up
be
at
there.
9 a.m. It's still going to be there.
Yep.
And if I stayed up all night, I still couldn't make that deliverable until the company that I'm doing the work for is open.
There you go, girl.
So why I kill myself staying up all night?
Right. That's right.
And I still can't deliver it to them
Absolutely.
until after they open, which is 9, 10 o'clock. And sometimes I'm doing, work for people in the Dominican Republic or California, and they're open later. So I still have, a lot more time. So that life balance, you're right.
The life balance. Thank you, Queen. And I appreciate that you're sharing what you are doing in that area. Because, see, here's what happened. What will happen if you do not balance it. And put yourself on your to-do list. Take care of yourself, food you eat, the amount of exercise. I'm not talking, listen, some people might be listening right now and they're thinking, oh, girl, exercise, come on. I don't have time. I'm sleep. I don't have enough time to get enough rest. I can't wake up in the morning and do that or all these reasons. But it can be in the form of, listen, parking a little bit further in the parking lot and just walking instead of trying to get the closest spot to where you're going. Doing 15 minutes of exercise on 5 days a week, 4 days a week, 3 days a week. If we do not balance, inevitably what will happen is we will get burned out in that very thing that we love to do. Exactly. And then we're no good to anyone, including ourselves. So you can do it. You can do it all. You can have, your meetings. You can, have your church time, temple time. You can have all the different things that you do, family time, friend time. But make sure that there is some sense of, and I like to actually take the word balance out and say harmony. It's all in harmony because we always going to be trying to, we're going to always have many different things going on. Most of us. It's about being in harmony.
And you also have to calculate in your husband or your spouse or your wife.
Your children, your loved ones.
Yes, you do have to calculate that into your to-do list as well, because sometimes my husband said, I want to throw that phone out the window. You've been on the phone since you got up. And I said, I know. But at 2 o'clock, baby, we go on the lunch and it's just me and you and I'm turning the phone off. Those calls have to go to voicemail because I have to spend this time with him and let him know that he's important too.
And you know what? Because he is.
He is.
And sometimes we take that for granted.
Yes, we do. Because they're there.
Because they're there. Oh, you know what I'm trying to get done.
Exactly.
Baby, you know what I'm doing. You know what? Yeah. And what about me?
Exactly.
Put that person that you love. Thank you for saying that.
You're welcome.
Because just like anything else, that will it all takes nurturing.
Yes, it does.
That will fall by the wayside if we don't give it attention.
And you know as well as I know, working with our husbands,
yes,
sometimes because we're doing the same thing, we think, okay, we're spending time. No, sweetie, that's not time.
Yes,
that's work.
That's work is the difference.
Exactly. You have to just stop and have that personal time. Otherwise, if the business closes, what do you have together?
Right. What do we have? What do you have left? And if you invested only, if it's all about business and all about work, and
or
even
all about children,
or all about children,
sometimes we do that too.
That's
Make
true.
our marriage about the children.
Yeah. And then when the children grow up,
then
what do we have to stand on?
Exactly.
That's a lot of reasons why oftentimes marriages end.
Yes.
Because it was all focused, one of the reasons, but it was so much focus on the kids.
Yes.
And then they grow up and go, and then two people looking at each other like, who are you?
Yes.
You have to nurture it, and it's about being in harmony.
Absolutely.
Sometimes you're going to fall out of balance,
right?
But just recognize and then do something
and
about
get back on track.
Yes.
And you talked about the wellness part.
Yes.
Eating right.
Yep.
Doing a little bit of exercise. One thing I'm going to start incorporating in my regimen this week. And a family, we've got an event coming up on wellness too.
All right.
I'm working on that, getting the date and everything set up. We're going to have a big kickball game. But I can't give too many details till we have the date solidified, but I'm so excited. But talking about wellness, for those of you who are able to do it, take your meetings on your cell phone while you're walking.
Yes.
Just walk.
Yes.
Sometimes I just come out the house or out the church, depending on where I'm working, and I just walk and talk on the phone and take that meeting.
Absolutely.
It doesn't have to be real vigorous where you're getting winded or anything. Just walk.
Yep. Do something different.
Yes.
Do something different. This is why one of the reasons I locked arms with Compass about 3.5 years ago.
Okay.
Which, by the way, it's mylifecompass.com, the website, is because Compass, and I know we'll get into further details, but just since we're right here, is because what Compass offers is an opportunity for you to, be reminded of this stuff on a regular basis. The whole purpose of Compass is to remind us of our greatness and how we can take baby steps toward living in that greatness in every aspect of our life. And sometimes we just need a little nudge and a reminder and a support system. And that's really what Compass is. So
Okay. Now, in addition to Compass being that support system, it's also a business opportunity.
Yes.
Share a little bit about that with us.
Yes. I was introduced to Compass about 3.5 years or so ago. I was already on my own professional journey.
Hold up.
Yep.
Hold up. Yeah. I don't mean to interrupt.
That's
but
okay.
You said you were introduced to Compass 3.5 years ago.
Yes.
And you've already been a VP in the company.
Right.
And now you're a national sales director.
That's correct.
In 3.5 years.
That's right.
Okay. Go ahead. I just want to talk about, when you want to go up.
Oh.
You can go.
That's right.
And it doesn't take 20 years to get there.
It doesn't.
Okay, go ahead.
Thank you.
3.5 years.
Love you.
I'm sorry.
No, that's
3.5 years.
That's a very good point. And it speaks to when you connect to something that is your passion. And something that is in alignment with who you are.
Yes.
It doesn't even feel like work. It's like, and then you can go just like that.
Yes.
That's why. So just make a note of that. That's another reason why it's important to get real clear about what your purpose and what your passion is, and then do something that direction. Because you'll find yourself excelling much faster.
Absolutely.
3.5 years ago, I was introduced to Compass. I was already on a journey to becoming a professionally trained life empowerment coach.
Okay.
I'd finished school. I wanted to get certified in this area. I'd already been doing some form of it anyway.
Right.
A lot of us have, we find ourselves giving advice and supporting and all that, but I want minister. Exactly. Hello. And we actually have quite a few ministers that have gone through coach training to get that professional certification under there.
Absolutely.
So anyway, I went through coach training, and I met a woman actually online in a coaches forum who said, British, have you heard of this program called Compass? It is personal development and life coaching, affordable life coaching for women. And when she said affordable, I said, really? Because see, the average cost of a life coach is typically anywhere from $250 to well over $500 a month.
Wow.
So it can be really expensive.
Wow. That is expensive.
And that could be, and sometimes even more than that. And so I knew that life coaching could be in many ways this sort of premium service that only people with a lot of disposable cash could afford.
Right, right.
And I had an issue with that because a lot of the women that I knew I wanted to focus on helping may not necessarily have $500, $300, $400 a month.
Right.
So I was intrigued with the idea that Compass offered a professionally trained life coach and an opportunity for you to be connected to a community of women around this country that are also on their journey to being their best in their lives.
Right.
For, $59 a month.
Wow.
I mean, a full-fledged coaching program for $59. $60 a month. Okay. And you get a life coach and a coaching group, and then you get all this online content on demand where you get to listen to other life empowerment people, authors, coaches. Just a full total personal development program for $59 a month. So that was like,
Wow.
Well, tell me more.
Do you have to have a contract, like a yearly contract? So you could pay per month.
People,
so if you can't afford
do pay per month.
For a month, you could skip a month and pick back up the following month.
You sure can, or you can, quit if you need to.
Okay.
It's no contract.
Right.
I was intrigued. So I got on a call. She said, well, I want you to learn about the business side because this is not only services that we offer to everyone, but you could also build a business. British, I know you're in life coaching. I do one-on-one coaching.
Okay.
But one-on-one is one-on-one. I wanted to reach masses of women.
Right.
As many as I could at one time.
Right.
So it worked. So I got on a call, listened to a program, listened to her talk about how it could be a business.
Right.
It's a part of the direct selling, network marketing profession, which I've had interest in experiencing over the years, but in more traditional products.
Right.
And so I said, this is direct sales? And so anyway, by the time I got off the line, I said, sign me up. I became a Compass representative, a Compass client.
Okay.
Because I love the fact that while I'm sharing this and helping other women, I can be
get
working on
help too.
myself.
That's right.
Because we all need it.
Yes, we do.
And a month or so later, I became one of their coaches.
Okay.
So for $59 a month, a person, it's like a gym membership, except it's a life membership where you get to be on a coaching call 3 times a month. Awesome topics we cover. Always topics that women need.
Wow.
And then on your own, 4 or 5 minutes a day, you go into the website and you listen to a coaching program of your choice.
Wow.
3 or 4 minutes a day.
Okay. Now give us an idea of what a 3 to 4 minute coaching class would be online.
Okay. That's really perfect. So for example, one of my favorite thought leaders of the year, and you most of us have heard of her, Dr. Iyanla Vanzant.
Yes.
One of my books I read 15 years ago, In the Meantime.
Okay.
By Dr. Iyanla. Well, Iyanla Vanzant is a contributor within the Compass community, meaning that she has 2 or 3 of her books that have been turned into what we refer to as a MAP.
Okay.
Which is an acronym, which stands for Monthly Action Plan.
Okay.
So a couple of Dr. Iyanla Vanzant's favorite best-selling books have been turned into maps. We do that within Compass.
Okay.
And so now, instead of reading this book, which how many of us have books on our nightstand we didn't finish?
Yes.
You get to plug in, log in, and listen to a 3 or 4 minute snippet of one of Dr. Iyanla Vanzant's books. She's speaking it to you.
Okay.
And it's in the form of a coaching program. It's not just an audio book.
Okay.
It's a coaching program.
Okay.
And then she'll give you an action to do in that day. So she may be saying something like, maybe you're looking for your purpose, for example.
Okay.
So many of us are like, what am I called to do?
Yes.
What do I need to do?
Yes.
So Dr. Iyanla, for example, may say something like, I want you today to think about, what do you love? Mm-hmm. What excites you?
Yeah.
What would you do even if you didn't get paid for it?
Yes.
And I want you to write that down. Give me 4 or 5 of those things.
Okay.
What do you love doing?
Okay.
And then tomorrow, let's come back and talk about what to do with those things. But for right now, Queen, she doesn't say your name because she's speaking in general.
Right.
But for right now, write that down, and then we'll pick it up tomorrow. And that's it. So it's baby steps. So by the end of the 90-day series, because it's a 3-month program, you have grown in that area, and you've got a higher level of awareness than what you had when you first logged in to listen to it.
Right.
That's a map, and we've got hundreds of contributors.
Wow.
That has maps in all 5 life areas: health, wellness, money and career, relationships, self and life balance, and spirit.
Amen.
And that's Compass.
Amen. That's Compass. If you're just tuning in, I'm in studio with my guest, none other than the infamous British Hill. You're listening to Gospel 1680 on WOKB, your urban empowerment and inspiration station. We're going to move on into our next music break with Queenie featuring Franklin Bubby Fan.
Well, it's Zebulon Ellis from season 2 of Sunday Best, and right here, you with Queenie, my girl, on Gospel 1680 WOKB. Watch out there now.
Put your hands together and welcome my friend, Mr. Franklin Bubby. Hey!
Come on, put those hands together, everybody. How many of you know that all that we do is to the glory of God? Make some noise in here. Come on, let's say it. I sing it.
I was singing.
I shout it.
I was shouting.
It's all to the glory.
It's all to the glory of God.
I sing it.
I was singing.
I shout it.
I was shouting.
Say it. It's all.
It's all to the glory of God.
Come on, I dance it.
I was dancing.
I deliver.
I deliver.
It's all to the glory.
It's all to the glory of God.
I like this. I heal it.
Our healing.
Our testimony.
Our testimony.
It's all to the glory.
It's all to the glory.
Come on, everybody
of
say
God.
it. To the glory.
To the glory. To the glory. To the glory. To the glory. To the glory.
It's all to the glory
of God.
to the glory.
The glory. To the glory. To the glory. To the glory.
It's all.
It's all to the glory of God.
Now, if you love Jesus out there, come on. Here we go. Round 2. I was singing. I shouted.
I was
Say
shouting.
it. It's all.
It's all to the glory of God.
Our dancing.
I was dancing.
Our deliverance.
Our deliverance.
It's all to the glory.
It's all to the glory of God.
Our healing.
Our healing.
Our testimony.
Our testimony.
It's all saying.
It's all to the glory
This is the
of
part I like
God.
right here. Come on.
Our suffering.
And our victory.
And our victory.
It's all.
It's all
Anybody believe that?
glory of
Come
God.
on. To the glory.
The glory. The glory. The glory. The glory.
It's all
It's all
to the glory.
of God.
Come on. Take it up, take it up, take it up. Say it.
The glory. I'll be a living testimony. To the glory. I will be the glory. To the glory. Every day of my life. To the glory. I'm living 'cause I wanna see His face. To the glory. I'm gonna do it all.
To the glory.
I'm gonna do it all.
Yes.
To the glory.
It's all.
It's all to the glory of God.
Woo. Come on. Take it up, say it.
Glory.
To the glory.
To the glory. I'm gonna give
Are y'all jamming?
Come on, say it.
It's all to the glory of the Most High God. Are y'all jamming? Because we are here in the studio.
Everybody saying it.
It's all to the glory of the Most High. Celebrate Him today. Celebrate life today. Celebrate breath. Celebrate movement. Celebrate every window of opportunity. Celebrate Jesus. Come on, people.
Yes.
Listen, if you're just tuning in, I'm in studio with my girl, British Hill, today. Now we're going to pause for our calls for our community announcements. Mercy Drive Mass Choir rehearsal is tonight at 7:30 p.m. at Heart of Mercy Community Church, 1531 Mercy Drive, Orlando, Florida. To be a part of Mercy Drive Mass Choir, give us a call at 407-900-3144. Come celebrate Black History at the I Have a Dream concert featuring Mercy Drive Mass Choir on Friday, February 17, 2012 at the Heart of Mercy Community Church, 1531 Mercy Drive, Orlando, Florida, 32801. Doors will open at 6:30 p.m. and you'll be serenaded with music by Pure Soul, I know you guys haven't heard of that company, but you will be introduced. Antonio Gurley, as well as we're going to have a spoken word piece by Brenson Bailey. Excuse me, Bailey Brinson. Two double first names mess me up every time. Bailey Brinson. Doors will open at 6:30. It is free. There are going to be door prizes and more. This event is sponsored by Mercy Drive Ministries, Inspiration Music and Media Group, and Pure Soul Music. For more information, call 407-900-3144. Listen, backed by popular demand, Wailing Women Win. That's going to be held on February 3rd, 2012 at 7 p.m. at New Life Ministries, located at 3228 West State Road 426, Suite 1008 in Oviedo, Florida. It's going to feature the psalmist Kathy McClary. For more information, you want to visit www.brianlucas.org. Brian Lucas is the pastor of New Life Ministries. Listen, ladies, if you're going through anything, this is a event you don't want to miss. Wailing Women Win. Put on your pajamas, your slippers, bring your pillow and your blanket, because this is not your normal church service. This is an opportunity for you to get on the threshing floor and praise God. So you definitely want to be a part of Wailing Women Win. Again, that's February 3rd, 2012 at 7 p.m. over at New Life Ministries, 3228 West State Road 426, Suite 1008 in Oviedo, Florida. For more information, visit www.brianlucas.org. Don't forget Jobs Partnership. It's not too late to register if you want to be a part of Jobs Partnership. If you need more information, give me a call, 407-900-3144. I made an announcement last week, but I just want to reiterate it this week. And I had spoke about a job fair. Now, if you visit www.c as in Charlie, F as in Frank, E as in Edward, C as in Charlie.org and go to job fair, you will see a complete listing of job fairs that are going on here in this area. And they just finished one, the Mayor's Job Fair, on January 25th, but they have another one coming up March 21st. So you want to go to this website, see when these job fairs are coming. That Central Florida's job fair is going to be coming up in March. You don't want to miss it. You're looking for a job. Listen, these are all perfect ways to get you back in the market. Jobs Partnership, the Central Florida Job Fair. Keep it locked right here. You know, every week I'm going to tell you and keep you informed of these things that we have coming up, because we want to get our family back to work, back moving, empowered, uplifted, and encouraged. That's what we do here on The Story. Listen, family, are you ready? Are you ready, family? Are you ready for my music find, that independent music find that I got at the Stellar Awards? Are you ready for it? Are you ready, Glenn? You ready? This is the Jameses. Enjoy. It's called Rescue Me.
Jesus took hold of me, reached down and gave me liberty, drew me out of deep waters. The Lord rescued me from my enemies. My foes, they were too strong for me, but in the day of disaster, my master set me free. Jesus rescued me. Jesus rescued me. Jesus rescued me. Jesus rescued me. When I was down and out, oh, Jesus rescued me. Jesus rescued me. Jesus rescued me. Jesus took hold of me. Oh, yes, he did. Reached down, gave me liberty. Oh, Jesus took hold of me. Took hold of me. Reached down, gave me liberty. He tried to box me in,
rescue me. Do you ever just wake up in the morning and say, Jesus, rescue me? You don't have to wait till something is wrong to ask him for that. Jesus, rescue me. Oh, I love that. That's the Jameses. Amen. Jesus, rescue me. That is by the Jameses. That was one of my many independent finds when I went to the Stellar Awards, and I'm so excited. I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to share it with you last week, but it was worth the wait, right? At least it was worth the wait. Listen, you're listening to Gospel 1680 WOKB, your urban empowerment and inspiration station. If you're just tuning in, I am in studio with my girl, British Hill. She is the National Sales Director of Compass after 3.5 years of just being in that business.
Oh, yeah.
She is the founder of No Limit LLC.
No Limit Living.
And I'm sorry. Yes, No Limit Living. And MLMBlackwoman.com.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about MLMBlackwoman.com, and then we'll go into No Limit Living.
You got it, girl. Well, MLMBlackwoman.com was just the brainchild of mine. It was something that came to light because of my love for multi-level marketing, direct sales, and network marketing. And what I wanted to do was, at the time, this was probably about 4 years ago, what I wanted to do was to create an online community that was designed to bring women of color that were building network marketing businesses together in an online community. And it was born because I was looking online like, okay, I want to find a community of Black women that are really doing it in this business, whether they're in, I don't know, Mary Kay or Avon or any other network marketing direct sales.
Mary Kay
there you go. That's right. Where are the ones that are really excited? And not only the top leaders, but also the newbies, the people who were looking to grow, and everyone in between. So I'm just typing and Googling and doing all the different. I'm like, there is no online community to bring us all together, sort of like a Facebook for us. So, of course, I think, as I do believe God always does, it's like, you're given these ideas in many cases because you're supposed to do it.
That's right.
And that's exactly what I did. So it started to really educate and celebrate women of color in network marketing, and it grew, and I created this online community like a Facebook, and from 1 to 2 to 3 to now well over close to 4,000 women of color around the nation in hundreds of different companies. And we just come together and encourage and uplift and share.
Absolutely. That's beautiful.
So that's what that is.
That's really, really beautiful. I was online looking at that last night. I said, man, I need 5 more minutes to set up my profile and get connected. Because it's a wonderful, wonderful community.
That's right.
I mean, as a black woman who owns a business, but it's also a good opportunity to network
it's
with
great
other like-minded women.
That's it. That's exactly what it is. I mean, we have that in common. And so this is a place where you can go and network, meet each other, meet your own group of women that are already within your company nationwide. So it does. It serves a purpose. And to tell you the truth, Queen, there's so much more I am going to be doing and can be doing with MLM Black Women. So there's more to come with that.
Amen. So now let's talk a little bit about the husband and wife duo business.
No
Limit Living LLC.
Tell
us what that is all about.
No Limit Living LLC. It's all about, in this case, you're right, Shelby Hill and British Hill, doing what we love to do and what we feel we do best, and that is empowering and encouraging and sharing about couplehood. How you can, no matter what your circumstances, whether you're single and looking for the right kind of love, or you already have it and you need to do some change, make some changes and do some things different with it. What we do is we come together to remind single women, single men, and couples that this relationship piece of your life can be fruitful. We talk about under No Limit Living in the relationship side. We talk about a variety of issues, a variety of challenges that we all face, as well as the celebration around love. And in No Limit Living, and that's just one facet, because Compass is a big part of No Limit Living, but the other side is the relationship piece. It's
We
The
have to get
same
you guys
deal.
on for our
Yeah.
relationship roundtable in February. We're doing a part 2, people.
Oh, we would love that.
They've requested it, and we're going to come through with it.
Oh, you got
So
it.
we're going to
You
do a
got it.
relationship roundtable part 2, and we have to add you guys on.
We would love
I think
that.
it'll be interesting with my other panelists.
Your other guest,
Yes.
Yeah, based on what you're sharing, I think it would be a
Yeah.
nice, because Shelby is his whole focus is, and his tagline, I wish he was here to speak on it, but basically Shelby's whole focus is helping women to find the best relationships by finding themselves first.
Amen.
And
Amen.
we do, that's the underlying
Amen.
focus of Hanging with the Heels.
Because hanging with the hill. I love it. I love it. I love it. Listen, make sure you keep it locked right here at Gospel 1680 WOKB, your urban empowerment and inspiration station. I thank you for being here with us today.
I love
It's
it.
always a pleasure to see you.
Thank you.
And
I invite
she's
you.
going.
I
She's
mean,
beautiful, ladies and gentlemen. Beautiful, short, crappy haircut like me. A little shorter version than me. She's dressed to the nine with her burgundy angel sleeve shirt on, her scarf, her jeans. She's dressed down kind of casual, but she's looking gorgeous, makeup right, always photo ready. I tell people, make sure your house is showroom ready and that your face is photo ready, because you never know
You know that's right.
what's
girl.
going to happen, where you're going to be, and when it's going to come.
That's
so you just
right.
got to be so ready.
You know that's right, Queen.
What's the book over there? What's the
Oh,
book?
thank you.
Really
for,
quick.
Thank you. Now,
Does it look like you got something highlighted you
girl,
want to share with me?
all kind of highlights and everything. This is I brought this because really on behalf of a wonderful woman who taught me a lot, Kimberly
Okay.
Fulcher. She's the CEO and founder of Compass.
Oh, okay, okay.
And this book has changed my life, and it's making a
Amen.
difference in the lives of so many other women around this nation. It's called Remodel Your Reality.
Okay.
7 steps to rebalance your life and reclaim your passion. And so within this book, Kim teaches us and talks about how to grow in those 5 life areas that we talked about a moment ago.
Amen.
So it's a great
Amen.
book. Look that one up.
Yes, look up that book. It's called Remodel Your Reality, and the author is Kimberly Fulcher.
Yes.
Another great book to add to your library. Please don't put it in the dust collection.
Yes.
Like some of us often do. Because I got some books I know I need to finish. And one, my husband and I are reading together.
Oh, love that. You guys
Yes.
are already doing that.
Reading a book together.
Very important.
But we need to pick it up and finish on
Yeah.
and make sure that we finish the book. I believe in doing a lot of couples things. And I tell people all the time, me and my husband's marriage, the foundation is in God.
Yes.
And we make sure we pray together, we fast together, we learn together, we read together, and we do a lot of things together
That's very
to
important.
keep it locked together.
Yeah.
So that's a compass
Yeah.
part of our life.
That's the compass part of the relationship.
That's the compass part of it, is just staying connected.
Yeah.
Listen, I love you all for listening always to the story. Listen, I want to leave you with today's daily bread. Oh, before I do that, I got to give a shout out to my boy, Big Rob Woods. He is selling barbecue over at Adia's Express Bar and Grill, 202 South Orange Blossom Trail. It's at the corner of OBT and Churches, right across from Churches Chicken. My boy Big Rob Woods is over there selling some barbecue. So if you're in the area or if you're hungry, go to that area and support him in his quest of starting his business in food service. So that's Adia's Express Bar and Grill, 202 South Orange Blossom Trail in Orlando, Florida. It's at the corner of Churches and OBT. Go get your barbecue on over there. And shout out to him for texting me that information, so I want to share it. But I want to leave you all with this, today's daily bread. I want to share a story with you. In 2007, as I was trying to plan my wedding, and one consideration that my husband and I had was a destination wedding, I came across a beautiful couple who got married in St. Petersburg, Florida. And I was very impressed with the simple elegance of the celebration of their love. And I could feel the love even as I watched that YouTube video of their wedding. The Bible has a saying in Proverbs 18 that your gifts will make room for you and it will bring you before great men. And I am eternally grateful to God for bringing me into the life of that couple in that video. And I want to share with you that bride in that video was none other than British Hill.
Wow.
that meant a lot to me. And I shared that story with her in the hair salon that
Yes,
we both
you
go
did.
to.
Yes, you did.
And I said, you know, I couldn't figure out when I was going to different events and you and I were running into each other. I said, I know this lady and I wasn't sure where. But when I sat down and I thought about it, and I said, that is the bride of that beautiful couple that I shared that video with and trying to plan my own wedding. And I, too, will be sharing my 5-year anniversary with my husband coming this August.
Yes.
Because we still got married in 2007. We didn't have that wedding that we wanted, but we still got married.
Oh, yeah.
So sometimes when God brings you together, it may not be what we fantasize about, but your compass will bring you right on track to where
Amen,
you're
girl.
supposed to be.
Amen.
So I want to share that with you. You know, follow God. He will not lead you astray. And he will bring you before the great men and women that you're supposed to be before. I love you for listening to the story, as always, with Queenie on your Urban Empowerment and Inspiration Station right here on your Gospel 1680. Be sure to join me next week. We're going to do, next week is February 2nd. Oh, my goodness. I just had a brain freeze and I forgot what next week's show is. Isn't that terrible?
That is not terrible at all.
It
girl.
is
You
terrible.
are
I've
entitled to a
look,
few of those
I've got
every now and again.
so much on my mind, but I'm going to look it up
Because
I
you're
got it.
doing so much, girl.
I got it right here on my phone, so I'm going to tell you. Next week is February 6th. Oh, we're doing a history show. We're going to talk with Glenn Barbour. He is the author of a play that's coming here to the Orlando area called July Perry. And it's going to talk about the history of the events that happened in 1920 in Ocoee, Florida.
That's interesting. I'm going to tune
So
in for that.
we're going to talk about some history, and we're also going to have a special guest. One of the Tuskegee Airmen is going to be here, and we're going to talk about the Red Tails. That's right. That's what next
Good
week's show is.
show.
Oh, I'm sorry. I had a brain freeze right there for a minute. But listen, keep it locked. And always, 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 family, remember, it's never too late to edit the tape. Tell your story today. God bless you.